No.
Huh? No. Never praise, never criticize.
No, she said Nancy got 98,
Really?
Yeah.
Nancy
Then
got
she said
98?
everything. Yeah.
Okay. Then you get 81. Nancy, okay. So no praise. Okay, never mind. But at least you achieve the 80% target.
Yeah, this is essay 1.
Yeah, no problem. We can start with this first. So you achieve the target we set for ourselves. So we will continue to set our target above 85%. Okay, so slowly you will move up to the 90% target, which is what we want to achieve for you. Okay, so Nancy has Nancy's target. Okay, for you, our target is 85 and above. Okay, so yeah, so basically she also moved from 60 plus, 70 plus to 80 plus first, then from 80 plus to 90 plus these days. So I have the same roadmap for you. So let's start off with 80% target, then we'll move on to 80 plus. Okay, so let me connect my writing pad first. Okay, so okay, so I remember your mom asked me to discuss the circle question again. So do you still have problems with the circle question?
No more problem.
The area of irregular shape, do you still have problem with
No
that?
more problem.
No more. Okay, good. So
I
that
watch
one,
videos
are you
sometimes.
very good. So that one you have no problem. Then what about the other one? I still remember there is one more questions that your mom asked me to go through with you.
Which question?
The one this one the band, the you know this one. Okay, so let's look at this once again.
Sure, you're recording, right?
Yeah, I'm recording. Yes.
You
Mm-hmm.
you just showed everyone who is
Mm-hmm.
in your tuition their names and then my mom's phone number and everything.
For your mom's phone number. Oh yeah, the WhatsApp, is it?
Yes.
This one where got phone number? This one got the name only.
You just show them. I believe it.
No lah.
Stop.
Here all the
Record.
names only. Here all the names, no number. There is no number here.
Stop record. Stop.
Anyway, never mind. I never pay attention to that. Okay. Anyway, so this question. Okay, this question, right? I think there is one part that you are wrong. Okay, the first part is correct. Okay, so let me tell you which part you are correct and which part you are not correct. Okay, good. Let's do this together. So over here it says. So over here it says we start from the beginning generally. Hello, you are still there, right?
Yes, I am. I am always here.
Oh, okay, good. So you don't
I
want
am
to
not allowed to go out of my room.
Oh, so you don't want to show your face or what? I can actually disable your face.
I know.
Mm.
But I am still here.
Oh, okay. Anyway, show your face.
You can hear my voice.
Show your face at least. Okay. So for this question, generally we start from the beginning. Okay. However, for this particular question, I don't think we have information for us to start from the beginning, but we have information to start from from the end. Yes. Why? If you look at this part, it says at the end, after the game, so the ratio of red, blue, green is 3 to 1 to 5. So this tells us we can start from the end. Okay, so that's why I suggest you to use the branching method. Okay, which is this. So for red, you end with 3U. For blue, you end with 1U, and then of course for the green, you end with 5U. Okay, so we start from the back, and then now let's look at the question together. Let me zoom in. Okay, good. So over here it says during a game, so he removed 54 red marbles. So remove 54 here. So wow, the question says remove. So it should be what? Remove here means minus. At least this should be minus. Okay. But when you find the beginning, you should add. Okay. Over here is minus, right? So that means if you are to find the beginning, you should take 3u plus 54. Then you get the beginning.
On the right.
Okay. Or you can actually you can decide not to write plus or minus here. But what you do is you just write remove. Okay, I hope you can see my screen. Okay, so hello.
Hi, yes, I went to on the light.
Okay, good. Okay, so just show your face to make sure that you are around. Okay, so instead of writing the plus, right, I suggest you to not write the minus or plus, just write remove, and then after that you know that this whole thing should be the 54 plus the 3u. So that means your first branch is correct. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to make sure that your branch is correct before we form the equation. Okay, we do it step by step. Okay, then next it says blue marble is gave away 40%. Okay, I think this is the problem here. This is the problem. If it gave away 40%, you end up with 100%. That's what you assume. Okay, that's what you assume, right? So you assume that, oh, I give away 40%, I end up with 1u. That means I start with 1.4u. That's what you assume. But actually, it's not true. You take a look. 1.4u, if you start with, 40% of 1.4u is how much? Can you use your
40%
calculator?
of 1.4u. Equals to error.
No lah, 1.4u
If there's syntax
times
error here.
1.4. No, you don't key in the u. Never mind, you don't key in the u. You key in 1.4 times 0.4. So what's the answer?
2.4.
Huh? What?
Yeah.
What? Okay. What? 1.4 times 0.4.
2.4.
Your answer is wrong. 1.4 times 0.4. 0.56. Are you following or not? I say 1.4 times 0.4 leh, not 1.4.
Yeah, I did that. 1.4 divided by 100 times 40 equals to
Okay. Anyway, so you see 40% of 1.4 is 0.56. So if you take 1.4 minus 0.56, you don't end up with 1. Okay, you don't. So that's why your first branch is correct, but your subsequent branch is wrong. Okay, so that's the problem here. And I want to tell you this is a very common mistake. So I'm not going to do the question here. I'm going to do this question on the PowerPoint. But let me get the question out. This is a very, very common question. A lot of students get it wrong. Okay, so for the first branch, you have no problem. You get it correct already. So for the first branch is for the red one, yes. So the red one, you end with 3u, so it's 3u plus 54. So this is the first branch. So this is remove. And this is left. Okay, you get this branch correct. Next, it says for the blue, you give away 40%. Okay, you give away 40%. then you left with what 1U. So when you give away 40%, right? Okay, so your 1U is actually 60%. Am I right? So 1U is 60%. So now the question is, what is 100% then? Can you tell me? What is 100%? 1U is 60%. So how many U is 100%?
It's 1 divided by 60
Mm-hmm.
and then times 100.
Go ahead.
500 upon 3.
Give me in decimal or mixed number, please.
Okay. 1.666666666666666.
So mixed number 1 and 1/6. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay. So wow, I'm confused. Let me double check. 1, this is 7/6. So let me times point.
Oh no, John, never mind. Is this one?
Can you tell me? Just tell me.
1, 2, 3.
1 and 2/3, right? Am I right?
I think so.
Huh? I thought you have a calculator with you.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. Let me activate my calculator here also. Okay. Let me use my calculator here also. Can you see my calculator? Okay, so like you say, 1 divided by 60. Times 1 divided by, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, you 1 times 60.
I know. Okay, so this is 1 divided by 60 already. Then times 100. Okay, so it's 1.266 something. Okay, so let me just key this in. 2 divided by 3. Okay, good. Yep, so it's 1 and 2/3. Okay, so that means you start with 1 and 2/3 U. Okay, let me double check once again. So 1 and 2/3 U is 3/5 U. So you times 0.6. Yes, good. So that's correct. So that's what you start with for blue. Okay, so now let's look at the green one. So the green one says what? Increase the marble by 25%. So that means increase by 25%. Okay, so let me write down. So 40% is gave away, gave. So this is increase by. So if you increase by 25%, right? So what you have at the end is actually 125%. Okay, 125% is 5U. So can you figure out what is 100%? How do you get 100% then? Can you help me out?
5 divided by 120
5 divided by 125
times 100.
Yeah.
4.
Okay, so for you, okay, so you get all the the marbles at the beginning. So with this, I think the question is very simple. So it says what? It says the first question, what fraction of the marble were red at first? So red is 3U plus 54 over 3U plus 54 plus this plus 4U. Okay, and of course the last statement, before you even write down this, one, I think the last statement is the one you need to pay attention to. It says the total number of marble he had before and after the game was the same. So what this means is you need to form the equation. Okay, so pay attention to this statement. This is the last statement. Okay, So let me choose this. So the last statement, it says the total number of marbles he had before and after the game was the same. So it means this, all these add together. This one, add with this one, add with this one is equal to this one, add with this one and this one. Okay, so I'm going to equate it. Okay, so I'm going to erase this first. Let me form the equation first. So the beginning is 3u plus 54 plus 1 and 2/3 u plus 4u equal, at the end is 3u, 1u, 5u, total up is 9u. Okay, can. So now I combine similar term. I'm going to solve this. This is 8 2/3 u plus 54 is equal to 9u. So 1/3 u is equal to 54. So u equals to 162. Okay. Yes. Okay. So far so good. So u equals to 162. Then what you do next is pretty simple. They ask what the fraction of marble will rate first. So since you already have the u, right? Then you just put it in. You can give them any answer, right? So that's how you should do this question. The key is here. Okay, for the blue, so you gave away 40%. You gave away 40%, so you left with 60%. Okay, so with this understanding, you find out what is 100%. Okay, then similarly for the green one, increase by 25%. Therefore, you end up with 125%. So 125% is 5u. Then you can find out what's 100%. Okay, so let's compare this to your answer. They say increase. I don't know why you go and minus 25%. Yeah. Okay. And then over here it says decrease by 40%. I don't know why you say plus. So next time, please don't write the plus or minus here. Just write down the percentage and of course tell people this is a decrease or gave away. Okay. And then of course for this is a increase. Okay. Just write it beside without writing the plus or minus. Okay. Don't write the plus and minus. Okay. Anyway, you have the you have this recorded video for you to figure out this question. So I hope you have no problem with this question. Okay. So let's move on to this paper. Okay, good. Let me see. Okay, this paper you score 80 and above, 84 to be exact, which is good. So for this part, once again, for this question, right, it's about strategy. Okay.
I got careless.
Careless. Okay. So never mind. If you use the correct strategy, I still take it as you are correct, because like I say, I cannot help you with this kind of mistake. 2 times 3, you tell me is 5. I cannot help with this kind of mistake. Okay. I can only teach you strategy. Okay. So the strategy here is very simple. First thing first, find out what is the half circle here first, right? They say what parameter of the shaded. So find out the parameter of this half circle first, and then of course you add with these 3. So that's the answer. Okay. So if you make mistake somewhere, I can't help. Okay. So this kind of question is about strategy, area parameter strategy. Okay, good. Okay, so for the MCQ, you score 14 out of 15, which is very good. A very, very big improvement over your previous work. Over here, hold on. John gave 9 and then the ratio. Okay, so of course there is a better way to solve this question. Okay, can you see gave $9? So this is what? This is once again transaction. Okay, gave away, use, spend, transaction question. So when you do transaction question, what you can do is you can do this. Okay, so M and J start with 2U and 5U. Okay, then so John gave $9 to Mei Ling, so gave $9, gave. So you end with 5U minus 9. Okay, then of course you receive 9, so it's 2U plus 9. Okay, so that's how you use the branch, because this is a transaction question. So once you get this, they says Mei Ling to John is 3 to 4. So that means this is 3U, or you use 3T. Last time I learned from you. Okay, so you use 3T and then this is 4T. Then with this, of course, you can start to form your own equation already, right? Or the other equation you can form is 2U plus 9 over 5U minus 9 is 3 over 4. Okay. Do you know how to solve this equation? You sure or not? I think I taught Nancy this last in my previous lesson with her. So let me share with you how you can solve.
The 1U.
No. Okay, so never mind. So since I have taught this technique to Nancy, let me share with you this technique as well. Okay, so let me get this question out. And this is going to be a very, very useful. Okay, it's going to be a very useful tool for you. So please use it after learning it. Okay, so just now what I said, okay, I said this 2U plus 9, and then this 5U minus 9. So 2U plus 9 over 5U minus 9 is actually 3 over 4. Why? The question says so. Okay, the question says so. It's 3 to 4. So the method I'm going to use to solve this equation, I mean this equation 1, is called cross multiplication. Okay, if you cannot remember the name, never mind. Okay, we are going to use cross multiplication very often from today onwards. So I want you and Nancy, of course, my other students, to continue to use this method. Okay, so what you're going to do next is this. So cross multiplication means, so equal sign is equal sign. What you do next is you do this. Okay, you do this arrow first. This arrow means 5U minus 9 bracket times 3. What do you get? You get 15U minus 27. So you are done with the first arrow. Next one, you are going to do this for the second arrow, which is here. So the second arrow is 2U plus 9 bracket times 4. So 2U times 4 is 8U. 9 times 4 is 36. So with this, what you do, just solve this accordingly. 8U bring over, so it's 15U minus 8U equal 36 plus 27. So what you end up with is 7U is equal to 63. And then you will get U equals to 9. Okay, so once you get your U equals to 9, then you can solve all questions. What the question 1? How much money do they have all together? I'm not sure is all together means at the beginning or at the end. So if they ask for the beginning, so it's 7U. So 7U is equal to 7 times 9, so it's 63. Okay, but the key here is please, okay, start using cross multiplication. It's going to be very, very useful and very, very efficient. Okay, next time when you face harder questions. So since I have talked about cross multiplication today, so I'm going to start using cross multiplication for subsequent questions. Okay, so I hope you get this. Okay, I hope you get this method right. Okay, so let me move on. So So far, so good. Yeah, once again, this question, strategy. Okay, so if you use the correct strategy, your answer should be correct. Okay, over here, it says what? So Tom bought 2 erasers for X cents each. Center. So
Again,
this
this is
is
tab.
$6. Yeah.
This is canvas.
Yeah. So basically, this is about what? This is about unit conversion. Okay. So your carelessness is over here is cents. So 2x is cents. So your $6, you need to convert it to cent as well, right? So he spent $6 altogether. So what is the cost of the exercise book? Yeah, so it's 600 cent minus 2x cent. That is in terms of cent. And by the way, I thought the question already give you cent, and I don't know why you're going to add the dollar sign. So you are, first thing first, you're not supposed to add the dollar sign. There shouldn't be a dollar sign. Okay, and of course, then you have to the conversion. Okay, so you have 2 mistakes which I can't help so far. Okay. Okay. Next. Okay. Good. So far so good. Oh, what's wrong with this? The figure below is made up
You
of.
didn't help us draw the other isosceles mark, so I drew one myself.
You mean this one?
Yes, so there shouldn't be a bottom one because they didn't
Okay.
help us draw.
So basically,
So this one I also need help.
Okay, so basically they did not mark out, is it? They did not mark out this for you, is it?
So I drew myself.
Yeah, so that means you assume lah. You assume these 2 sides are the same lah. Maybe it turns out.
Yeah.
Maybe it turns out these 2 are the same. Oh, so okay. Anyway, yeah. So since they did not, no, they don't need to tell. Let me see. They already tell you BCD, right? BCD was BCD. Okay, so yeah. So BCD is isosceles triangle. So yeah, I think it's quite unclear whether these 2 sides or these 2 sides. So I can understand your confusion. It can be these 2 sides, or it can also be these 2 sides. So I can understand your confusion. So I'm not too particular about this question. Okay, so if you are wrong, so be it, because they did not state the question very clearly. Okay, but next question then. Okay, good. Then what about this question? Percentage once again. So it says we should be at question 3. So question 3, I like this color blue. A shop sells chocolate and vanilla cake. 40% of the cakes are vanilla cakes. So she sold. So what question is this? So hello, what question is this?
This is called branching.
Before
I already know how to do.
I already know. Okay, but before you say you need to use the branching method, please, it's a transaction question. So if it's a transaction question, you use branching, right? Okay, so if you know how to do, then can I ask you why you never show me any branching here? Hello.
Because I dumb.
I remember, since you keep saying you are dumb, I remember last week I asked you how come the I don't know whether it's the 8th question or 9th question. The 8th question you did not use the branching, and then the 9th question you use the branching. Okay, so what is your reflection? How come sometimes you use and sometimes you don't? Okay, I need you to tell me.
Because I am dumb.
No. It can't be so simple, because they are so similar. And then the 8th one you did not use, and then the 9th one you use. There must be a reason behind. So what is that reason?
Because I have other questions.
What do you mean?
Like I have other methods that I want to use.
Yeah. So you see, okay, it's okay. Good that you.
Because later my mom don't just send to you. She might send to everyone else.
Send what to everyone else?
like send this test paper to maybe my school teacher.
And then
So later she questioned where I get this one from, then I scared.
no lah, cannot be lah. Is this the real reason? Like you need to show both methods to please your school teacher or you to please somebody else.
I literally showed two methods.
What
One
paper
is
is
your
this?
one
Yeah.
and Dr. Lee's one.
What paper is this? What paper is this? I can see it. So what paper is this? Oh, okay, okay. Okay, but never mind. Never mind. So it's okay. Actually, I think you need to use the method that you are more confident. Okay. Please use a method that you are more confident. And I think you should be very confident about the branching method by now. Okay, because first thing first, are you convinced you can get marks if you use the branching method? Like you can score technically. How come I get chat? Is it from you? Who is Zhong Li? Is it you? Is it you? I cannot hear you, like you mute yourself. I cannot hear you, like wait. Never mind. You need to unmute yourself. Okay, so okay, Zhong Li, whatever. Okay, anyway, so if this is a transaction question, right? What you can use is you should use the branching method. Why? Because 40% of the cakes are vanilla, so that means for U is vanilla, and then of course 6U is what's that? Chocolate. And then she sold 100 chocolate, so 100 away. So that means 6U minus 100 left. Very simple. So this is sold. Then in the end, 60% of the cakes left are vanilla cakes. Simple. So 60% of the cakes left. So the question I ask myself is 60% is 0.6 times 60% off. So that means 0.6 off means times. Cakes left is 4U plus this one, 6U minus 100. So they say this one is equal to vanilla cake. So vanilla cake is 4U. So this is the equation you form. Okay. This is the equation you form. So once you form this equation, you just solve this equation. Okay. So I don't think you have any problem solving this equation anyway. Okay. This equation is so simple. Okay. So please, transaction question, start to use the branching method. And if you can use the branching method, that's the most confident method you use. I'm not going to look at the chat. I'm sick of the chat already. Okay, next. Okay. This one is the red question, right?
My teacher only says that when there's like 150 words in the chat.
I don't care about the chat anymore. Anyway, so first thing first, I'm not sure if you have used the method or the formula. I want to emphasize once again, your answer might be correct. But let me show you the formula you can use. Okay, so method 2. Okay, what is the formula? The formula is rate is equal to work done divided by time. So I write down the formula first. So it says machine A and B will switch on at the same time for 10 minutes. Then machine A prints. So the rate for A is, this is A rate is 120 page per minute. Okay, so so machine A and B will switch on at the same time for 10 minutes. So that means let's say you start from 0, time 0. Then this is after 10 minutes. So this is 10 minutes. So after 10 minutes, your A produces, the machine A should, okay. So let me try to present.
By the time I finished this, I was 5 minutes late.
What do you mean by 5 minutes late?
Like by the time I finished the whole entire paper.
Ah.
Yeah, I had.
You run out of time lah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's why I hurry.
Okay. So
Because I don't want to run out of time every time, but then every time I run out of time.
correct. So in fact, going forward, I need to discuss with you how you can actually manage your time better. Okay. But anyway, before I want to talk about time management during exam, I want to talk about the methods or the solutions first. I don't focus on the time management first. That part is later on. Okay. But anyway, let me talk about the formula first. So over here, it says the time, and then you start from 0. Then this is 10 minutes later. So this is the time. Then this is the work done. Work done by A, work done by B. So after 10 minutes, the work done by A should be 1200 pages. Okay. And then for B, don't know yet. For B, don't know because I don't know the rate. But after that, I know that after 10 minutes, right, it says machine A printed 300 more pages. So that means B is 900. Okay. And then what is machine B's printing rate? So you take the work done, you divide by the time. Okay, good. So basically you use the formula. Work done, 900 divided by the time, that is the rate. Good to see. Okay, good to see you use the formula, but you have written all these, right, without any statement. So it's a bit hard for people to know what you are doing here actually. Okay, so I'm a bit confused what you are doing here. But if you have written down some statement here, I understand what you are doing. So another thing to improve on is please write down some statement here so that people know what you are doing. So what you are doing here is actually the work done. This statement is actually work done by A. Right? Then this is work done by B. Then of course this is called rate B. So if you have written down all these statements, right, simple one is enough. Huh? Uh-oh. Hello. Good. I cannot see you with that background. I cannot see you with but I cannot see you with this background.
Why you kick me out?
I never kick you out. You drop out.
Oh.
I was writing here. How can I kick you out? I mean, I was writing here with basically I was writing with my writing pad. Can you see? This is my writing pad. Okay. I was writing with this stylus. No hand to kick you out. You drop out. But anyway, never mind. So yeah, so just to emphasize once again, so it's important that you write down some of these statements so people know what you are writing. If not, you are just writing your answer and your attitude
yeah,
is
I know, but I know time.
Okay, never mind about the time. We talk about the time management later. What you are telling people without the statement is, marker, I have written down everything here. Please search for the answer yourself. No, this is the attitude. This is the attitude you give to the marker. So if you show this kind of attitude, the marker is not going to be pleased with you. So if the marker is not pleased, the marker can simply penalize you. So please write down some simple statement. Huh? Answer is important, and then of course your presentation is important as well. Okay.
Penalize me for what? No use to her. She doesn't earn more money. He or she doesn't earn more money. So why penalize me?
Oh, so basically the feeling of the marker, right? When the marker is marking paper is, so if the marker is unhappy, right? Generally you get less mark. Okay. You get less mark. Huh. So make sure your presentation is
No, that
clean.
doesn't make no sense. It doesn't make any sense.
Anyway, so you need to make sure that your solution is clean, clear, so that the marker can tell straight away. Okay. If not, any intermediate step, right? The marker does not understand, so you get penalized. That's what I always suggest to my student. Please present your answer clearly to the marker. If not, you get penalized. Okay. And now you are in P6, okay? And in set 1, right? Actually, they penalize half marks, okay? For the, they call it not clear, okay? They penalize half mark for not clear step, okay? So if you have a lot of not clear, then it can add up to a few marks at the end of the paper. Okay, so I don't want you to encounter that also. So over here, this question, it says find the ratio of the number of pens sold in Jan to total in 5 months.
Yeah, I already know the answer. 我算出来了。
So how come? I thought this one is simple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you just add them up.
我算错了。
Which one is wrong? Total is wrong, or which one is wrong?
Total wrong.
Oh, okay. So the total should be? Can I punch my?
Total should be, let me find out.
No need, I can punch my calculator.
Total should be 172.
Oh, let me punch my calculator and double check for you. 44. Eh, 170 ma? If I follow here.
It's because it's supposed to be 24 plus 28.
28 ah, that means this one is wrong ah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay lah. Yeah, it should be 28 because here is one unit, so it should be 28. So this kind of question, this kind of mistake, I also cannot help.
With it.
Yes, I cannot help. This is just simple reading.
I have learned your lines by heart.
Thank you. So this is my favorite line. I cannot help. The third mistake, I cannot help. Third mistake here, I cannot help today. Okay, anyway, this is nothing to do with concept. Okay. Oh, good. This one looks good. Wow, I'm so happy to see
what good? I spent so much time on that.
Which one? You mean the question 9?
Yeah, the one you say good and you tick.
Wow,
the one you stick.
Wow, I cannot see the question. If not, I want to just take a look at the question. I want to help you solve.
This is a continuous method. It's from here, go
Yeah.
to here.
Yeah, I know. So can you capture? Oh, hold on. Let me see how I can look at your this.
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
But my phone got smashed.
No, nothing to do with phone. I just want to see how I can actually you can show your screen, right? You show your screen, no? But
why?
No, I want to see this. I want to see this question. So you show your screen, then use
okay, because I take picture because I don't even have the picture of it.
Okay, you use your iPad to take picture first.
I'm using my computer.
Okay, you take picture first. Okay, I'm looking at your face now. Can I see from this?
Yeah, I'm taking picture now.
Sure, go ahead.
Sure, it seems like we have run into a bit of problem.
You or me?
Me.
Okay, so what I
I-
suggest you to do is you can just put the paper in front of your camera so I see whether it's clear enough for me to take a screenshot using my this.
Can.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Further away, further away. Good, I can, but further away. Down a bit, down a bit. Your finger is covering all the words. Yes, sideways, yes. Okay, good, stop, don't move. Good, very good, stop, don't move. Okay, done deal, good. Okay, I can somehow roughly, okay, let me share my screen. Can you see here?
I don't know what that is.
Never mind. I think you cannot see, I can see. Okay, it says what? Brenda and Joe had 420 altogether. Okay, what? This question start with what? B is B, then Joe is 420 minus B. Yeah, I think you also use the correct start. You started correctly. Okay, let me use the PowerPoint to demonstrate to you. And let's see why you take so long to solve this question. Okay, can you see my screen? So B is
Yes.
B. So if B is B, then J is 420 minus B. You started correctly. So it's okay. You can of course choose the B is 420 minus J. Okay, let me follow your way. Okay, let me follow your way. Okay, so J is J. So this is 420 minus J. So this is a transaction question, I believe. So it says after Brenda spent 5/8 of her money. So 5/8 of her money is here. So 5/8 of her money. So 5/8 of this one. So this is spent. So 3/8 is left. And then what? Joe spent 1/4. So it's 1/4 Joe. So 3/4 Joe left. Okay. So just because of this branch, you score already. I cannot see your face.
Oh.
Okay. So basically, just by doing this, you get some marks already. Okay. Because the branching here is correct. Next, it says what? The amount of money Joe had is 3 times. So Joe is 3 times. Okay, so once again, this one is 3 times of this. So what this means is you are going to.
I know how to do.
Then you say you spend so much time. Yeah, I never say.
Yeah, I spend time, but then I know how to do.
I never say you don't know how to do. Your answer is correct. I just want to show you you shouldn't spend so much time. What I need to do is I just 3/8, 420 minus J, it times 3, because it says 3 times, equal to 3/4J. That's it. What I need to do, solve this. Oh, by the way,
Okay.
let's say you don't have enough time next time. So if you show this one, the diagram, you show this equation, if this is a 3-mark question, you get 2 marks already. So let's say you stop. So 2 out of 3. Okay. So that's the logic behind why I keep telling you, please use the branching method. That's how you score. Okay. I'm not saying you don't know how to do. I'm saying you can actually solve this question much easier. And okay, I'm happy to see this. Very good. Very good.
Teacher up and down question both the same, but then I can use branching.
You are okay lah. So since branching is so easy these days, so the more you should use the branching method, and it helps you score. That's the
next question wrong because of careless.
You mean this? You mean this part?
Yes, careless.
Oh, for careless question.
So supposed to be 4 times 4 by 4 times 3.
For careless question, you have to help yourself. Okay. Okay.
I can help.
You need to help yourself. Okay. You need to help yourself.
Should I take a screenshot of that?
Yo, you can take all pictures you want. I mean, you don't need, you know why? Because I have already have this recorded. Okay. So I don't know why.
Videos.
I don't know why. What? Pardon?
My mom doesn't look at the videos. She just showed it to me.
Wait. Why your mom needs to look at the video? Your mom does not need to watch the video. Okay.
Then why you go for show? Can you do you help yourself?
Oh, okay. The video is for you to look at some of the questions that you don't understand, like the area of the irregular shape.
So
So
my
yeah.
chair broke. My chair broke.
What's that? I didn't catch you.
My chair broke.
Your chair broke.
Yeah.
So you want to have a break or what you want?
No.
Oh, okay. Okay, never mind.
I'm not gonna escape anymore.
Okay, never mind. So okay, I have this video recorder. Is not only for your reference, okay? Because some of the questions you have here, I find it very beneficial to share it with Nancy, or some of my friends. They live in another country, okay? They live in China. They live in China.
I knew it.
They live in China. They live in Vietnam. They live in any other country. I can show them, oh, if your kids are learning fraction or your kids are learning area of circle, you can simply watch this and learn. Okay. So what my purpose of recording all the video is, first thing first, is for you, because this paper is yours, but it's also beneficial to everybody else. Okay. For me, it's very simple. Why keep everything to yourself while you can share it? Okay. You want to benefit everybody, right? Of course, they must go and watch also lah. You know, some people are so lazy, they don't watch. Am I saying you are the one? Okay, but anyway, I think it's good to share, because I think like the Nancy's video, you get to see, you get to watch, you get to learn. Okay, so please keep this up.
I get a scolding from my mom saying that she is better.
Okay, she's better at the moment. I totally agree with it. Okay, Nancy is better than you at the moment. But like I told your mom, it takes time for you to catch up, and you are catching up fast. Okay, that is what I like to see. You are catching up fast. Okay, so of course, okay, did you talk about you have the fourth mistake which I can't help? Yeah. No, you did not make a mistake. So yeah, so never mind. So basically, you have 3 mistakes I cannot help. So 3 mistakes, 6 marks in total. Add with this 84, you get 90. Huh? So if you keep making these types of mistake, which I can't help, you can never catch up then. Right? Or do you expect Nancy to lose marks by making careless mistakes? That's how you can catch up. If not,
I can guarantee that 5 marks were lost in my school paper because of careless.
Oh, so that means you start with 95 lah. Everybody else start with 100. So your paper start with 95, because you already guarantee yourself 5 marks are gone. Oh, this is a good question to talk about. Okay, before I continue this question, this is a case 1, case 2 question, right? Am I right?
Correct.
Can you see the if? Can you see the if? But have you figured out how? Can you figure out how to do this question already?
No.
Never mind. This is.
Anyways, I was running out of time.
Oh, never mind. So first thing first, I hope you see that this is called case 1, and then this is case 2.
Which is also branching.
No, there is this word that you need to pay attention to. Then you know what to do. Can you see the word each? Can you see the word daily? They are very very secretive. Daily, what's the meaning of daily? Daily means each day, right? So when you see the word each, what can you think of? each number total lah, right? Of course, it's not branching. Is this okay? First thing first, how do you decide? Okay, I also want to ask you, how do you decide whether you should use branching or you should think of each number total? How do you decide? You need to learn to decide. If not,
If got sell, if got giveaway and then receive.
yes, spending. You see, okay, I saw spending. Okay, I also saw left. Okay, so
Yeah.
it
So
can
it's still a branching question.
it can be a transaction question. Okay, I agree with you. So transaction.
I confused now.
Yep, it can be transaction. Okay, but I also want you to know. Can you see this in each? Can you see the daily? Daily means each day. So you also need to think of what each number total. Okay, so for this particular question, case 1, case 2, you need to think of transaction. You need to think of each number total. You need to think of. Okay, so how is it a combination?
Yeah, I didn't think of each number total.
Of course. Okay, I know you didn't think of. That's why I want you to think of now, because I see the word each. I also see the word daily. Okay, I talk about it, right? Like you see the word each, you see the word daily. Daily means each day, one day, every day. So it's each, right? Okay, so I'm also not sure. But at least you should think of the each number total. So now the question is, should you use transaction or each number total or both?
Both.
I think you should use both. But like just now you said, you never even think of this, right? You never even think of this. So that means you already what? You already eliminate this method from your brain. So how can you get this question
Maybe
correct?
if it was the first question, I would have thought of it, but this is the last question. My brain died. So many brain cells were sacrificed, and then I died.
Okay. In fact, right, going forward, like I say, right,
do the last question first and then to the front. No use. Okay,
so that's why, right, going forward, I'm going to talk about time management. So one thing I suggest to all my students is, I understand that when you go to the last question, right, I think 99% of your brain cells are already dead.
Right.
Okay, like you have your brain is dead already. So what I suggest students to do is you start from the back.
No, we're not start from the back. Please, Joe.
Oh, because why you need?
Yeah, most of my other teachers say, if you start from the back, you lose marks in the front. Unnecessary mark loss.
Okay, so my suggestion to you is, why? Okay, you can. Okay, they have their reason why they ask you to start from the beginning. I have my reason why I ask you to start from the back. When you start from the back, right, you can see that the questions at the back, they are usually what, 5 marks, 5-mark question. Okay, so that means you start from the 5 marks, 5 marks, 5 marks. So basically you score all the marks, and then your brain is still alive, very much alive, by the way. Okay, if you tell me okay, actually the correct strategy is not start from the beginning or start from the back. The correct strategy is, okay, maybe your teacher never share with you. Let me share with you. What is the correct strategy? Whether you should
start with the hardest questions so that
so the correct strategy is,
and cannot fly your brain.
Okay, the correct strategy is, okay, at the beginning of the exam, I think generally they will say, students, please they say please check the papers. You have the correct paper, and you also have the correct number of pages. Okay, because they don't want you to have a paper of missing paper, right? So they usually will tell you, once you receive the paper, Students, please check
Can
you
I
have
tell
the,
you something?
please go ahead.
When they tell us to do that, I don't check the paper, I read the question.
Okay, now I want to tell you the strategy. So let's say at the start of the exam, they will say, please check the paper. So yes, read all the questions. Okay, when I say,
angry.
okay, when I say, right, they ask you to browse or they ask you to check, right, you read all the question. I mean, you don't read so into the question, but you read all the question to gauge. Gauge means decide for yourself
Prepare.
which is easy, okay, and which is hard. Okay, so once you have that, and when they ask you to read, of course you don't pick up a pen and write. Okay, that is once again they can consider you cheating. I don't want you to cheat. Okay, you should be confident enough. So you just read and then gauge which is easy, which is hard. So once you have this understanding, right, the next thing is do all the easy question first. Okay, do all the easy question first.
I did that for my last exam. The one I got 81. And you see the mark is still 81.
So
I didn't
why
get 90, I didn't get 98.
Okay, so do you do all the easy question first? So you do all the easy question means you can actually guarantee all the easy questions. So basically you guarantee these marks already. Okay, then only you go and do the hard questions. Okay, so it's not about starting from the beginning. It's also not about starting from the back. Okay, so it's you do all the easy questions first. So different people, they have different way of doing questions. Okay, because certain questions are easy for you, certain questions are easy for others. So please adopt this strategy. Okay, so before we continue to talk about whether this question is a combination of transaction and each number total, each number total, and so we will do it after 5 minutes break. Okay, Ken? So I see you in 5 minutes. Okay. Okay, I will stop share first and then see you in 5 minutes. Let me know if you are back. Yeah, thank you. Mama lại mới up thân hả? Hello, welcome back. Okay, so I was talking about.
So why did you write I am?
No, I want to write I'm back here. I want to write I'm back here. So in case you come back and then you can see I'm back, you know. But anyway, never mind. So yeah, question 17. So we were talking about whether this is a transaction only question, or this is a question using a combination of transaction and each number total. Okay, so yep, so like I say, it's important that you manage to identify what method you should use to do this question. Let me start off with the ENT, each number total. Okay, so let me create a table first. So you have Ben, then you have Kelvin, then each. So Benedict spends 36 and Kelvin spends 12 daily. So that means this is spending per day. So for Ben is 36, then for this Kelvin is 12. Of course, this is case 1, right? Then Kelvin will have $260 left after Benedict spends all his money. So of course, the next one will be number of days. Okay. Then of course, after that, then there will be total spending. Okay, good. So this is case 1. So let me go to case 2. So for case 2, they switch. They switch. Okay, they switch. Okay, good. So yeah, that's all. So how do you feel? Okay, I want you to know one thing. For case 1, right? It says Kelvin will have, oh, can you see my screen? Can you see my screen changes to dark colors? Can you see? Okay. Hello, are you there? So focus, because this question is going to be a very I would say this question is a very common question, and a lot of students, they don't get it right. This question is something like the area of irregular shape in a circle. So it's important that you know how to do this question. So please focus. So it says what? If Benedict spends 36 and Kelvin spends 12, so I already fill up here. This is case 1. Then Kelvin will have $260 left. Okay, so what I want you to do is you should know that Kelvin will have 260 left after Benedict spends all his money. So the key is, do you think the number of days is the same for case 1? So let's say Benedict spend U days. Kelvin will spend U days, right? Am I right? So after U days, Ben has, can you see? Benedict spends all his money. So that means after U days, Benedict spent already 36U. But Kelvin will have $260 left. So meaning 12U plus 360. Okay, so instead of total spending, I will write total money. Why? Because this is the amount Benedict has, and this is the amount Kelvin has. 12U, and then still have $260 left. So it's 260. Okay, so far so good. Are you okay with this table, case 1? Okay, good. Next. So over here, case 2, Kelvin spends 36. So Kelvin spends 36. And then Benedict spends 12. So Kelvin will have $20 left after Benedict spends all his money. So the number of days here is the same for case 2, but you cannot use U again because this is case 2. So for case 2, you need to use a different letters. Let me use A. So Benedict spends all his money. So that is 12A. And then what here? Kelvin also spent A days. So Kelvin has 36A plus what? $20 left. So plus 20. So instead of total spending, I will say total money. Done. The next step is, what's the next step? The next step is you need to equate this. So Ben and Ben should have the same amount of money. So it's 36U is equal to 12A. Okay, then of course, Kelvin should have the same amount of money. So that means 12U plus 260 is equal to 36A plus 20. So with this, can you solve? I think yes. Why? Because you can see that from this one, you will get what? What is the unit? What is the U to A? Can you tell me what is U to A from this one?
U to A is 3 to 1.
Which one is bigger?
U.
U is bigger.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, never mind. 1 to 3.
Yes,
A is
so
bigger.
1 to 3. Okay, so that means U is 1 unit, A is 3 unit. Done. So 12U, U is 1 unit, right? A is 3 unit. So A is not A, but 3U plus 20. So you can solve. 12U plus 260 is equal to 3 times 36, 108U plus 20. So what you do, bring things over. So 260 minus 20, 108U minus 12U. So over here you have 96U. Over here you have 240. So U equals to, can you solve this? 240 divided by 96. 240 divided by 96. 2.5. So U equals to 2.5. So once you get U equal to 2.5, I think you can solve all questions already, right? Here. U equals to 2.5. So A is 3U. Just now we found out already. So A is actually 7.5U, right? Then what they ask, how much do they have respectively? Easy. 36 times what? U is 2.5. Then for this one, 12 times 2.5 plus 260. Done. Okay. So these two will give you the answer. So far so good. So I will say this question. Okay. First thing first, you need to identify is a case 1, case 2. If so, it's case 1, case 2. Then the second step is, of course, you can see this as a transaction question, but the word here, daily. Daily is what? Daily means each day, right? Daily means each day, right? And then you are going to spend number of days. So once you have the daily, then you think of number of days, right? So can you start to see you have the each, and then you have the number. So you should use the each number total. That's why I formed two tables here. The first table is for case 1, and then the second table is for case 2. And then with this, then you should be able to figure out the answer. Okay? Okay. Before we move on. So I will say this question is a very good question. I hope if the question comes out next time, you should be able to solve it. All right. Okay, let's move on to the, okay, so Aitong, we should be doing Aitong now. Okay, this paper, okay, this one's correct.
This paper is a prelim.
Oh yeah, but you score pretty well for this. Oh, is this a careless mistake over here?
I don't think it's careless mistake.
Okay, so let's take a look at what's wrong with this question then. Okay, so first thing first, David monthly salary from September is the same. Then the line graph below shows the amount of money he spent in these 4 months. Oh, okay. So first thing first, you need to read it correctly first. So this is how many units? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, 4 unit is equal to, the difference is 100. So one unit is 25. So this will be, okay, this is correct. Then this one is minus 1 unit away from the 1650. So this is correct. Then this is 1, 2. So it should be 50. One unit is 25. So 2 unit is 1, 2. That means here. So 2 units should be what? 50, right? So if 2u is 50, then 950 add another 50. Shouldn't this be 1000?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So that means if next time you have problems counting, because you also make a similar mistake just now, so I want you to write down this to help you. Okay. Then of course this one is what? This is 150, 1450. So 2u, so is 2u is 50. So 1450 add with this. Yeah. Am I not right? Let me double check using a line here. Yeah. So this is 1450. So 2u above that add 50. So this one also wrong. It should be 1500. Okay. So if you get these two incorrect, of course your answer will be incorrect. Okay. Okay. So yeah. So I think the key problem is you get these two incorrect. Okay. Cannot. Hello? Cannot. So it says David spent 60% of his money salary in December. So that means the December here, 1500 is 60%. So they asked what was his monthly salary. So the monthly salary is 100%. So you need to find out what's 100%. Okay. So you get this incorrect. That's why your answer is incorrect. So once again, this mistake is the first mistake that you need to help yourself. I can't help. Okay, but in order not to make the mistake, let me emphasize to you once again, it's good that you use a ruler. Okay, use a ruler, draw the line to help you out. Okay, draw the line to help you out.
What if during the exam you don't have a ruler?
Cannot be hard. You need a ruler to do sketching. There are sketching questions. Oh, by the way, I'm not sure if you went to look at or watch Nancy's video. During that video, there was this question. You need to do sketching, and she got it wrong. And most likely, I'm going to share that question with you soon, if I have the time, because I find that sketching problem is also an important part of the exam paper, and sketching should contribute 10 marks or 5 to 10 marks to the total. So it's important for me to go through sketching question with the two of you. But anyway,
you said your branching takes up 80 marks.
18, right? Branching 18, right?
80.
Yeah.
You told me 80.
No lah, cannot be 80 lah. Cannot be, because the ENT, right? Maybe 3 questions or 4 questions. There's about 20 marks. Then the branching, right? The branching is 20 to 25, something like that. 20 to 25 lah. Okay, 20 to 25. So of course later then the area of circle or perimeter of circle, that kind of thing, is another 2 or 3 questions, so it's 50. So of course, here is already what? Here is already 20, okay, about 50 marks already. Half the paper. Okay, never mind. So make sure that you have a ruler so that you don't make mistakes like here and just now. Okay. Okay, first mistake here, I cannot help. Next. This once again, this is what? Rate is equal to work done, WD equals to time. So make use of this formula. Oh, what's wrong with this question? How many 1 cm cube had
I don't know how to do.
none of its faces painted red? Oh, so what you do here is this. So it says he then dipped the whole solid into red pen. So the whole thing you dip, okay, into red pen. So after that, he cut the solid into 1 cm cube. So you just need to do, okay, so how many 1 cm cubes did he get? So let me look at, okay, 750. So what you need to do is you just see that, okay, you split this into two parts. So this is 1 cm cube, 1 cm cube, 1 cm cube, 1 cm cube. So hold on, let me draw this out. Never mind, let me get it into PowerPoint. I can use that. Some of the tools over there, they are very useful. Here I cannot draw anything good anyway. So let me get this out first. Good. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is this. I'm going to where's the 3D shape? Here. Okay, so split this into this one and this one. Okay, good. So once you split this, right? So what you do is this. So what's the length here or the height? Can you tell me what's the length, the breadth, and the height? So over here I have 15. Then over here I have 5. This is also 5. Can you help me out with this? Are they the same? Are these two the same? But just one is standing, the other one is lying down.
It is.
Oh, so in that sense, that means this is if they are exactly the same, right? So this is 5, this is 5, then this is 15 cm, right? Okay, good. So now the question is, what you are going to do is you are going to insert 1 cm cube into this. Okay, you are going to insert the 1 cm cube. Okay, so I'm going to make this transparent. So I think after making it transparent, it should be clearer to you. Let me see if I can make it transparent. Here, this one. Okay. Yep, good. So what you're going to do is you're going to fill it up with all the 1 cm cube. Okay, you're going to fill up. Okay, so once you fill this up, right, you are going to dip this entire thing. You're going to dip this entire thing. You're going to dip this entire thing into a red pen. So that means what? That means which part is not painted or which part is painted. So the part that is painted is all here. This part is painted. This part is painted, and then this part is painted. Then of course okay. So if
can I go to the toilet?
Pardon?
Can I go toilet?
Sure. Okay, go first. Okay, so we were talking about, okay, good. So we were talking about these two. You don't need to, can you clear? Yeah, thanks. So we were talking about these two brick, right? Or these two cuboids are deep into the red paint. So that means you need to find out which surface is painted. So for this one, the painted surface is what? The front one and the back one. Okay. Then of course the left means here, this is the left part, and then this is the right. So the left and the right is also painted. Right? Then of course here, then the top is painted also. Okay, so the bottom here is not painted. Okay, so the painted part is all this. Okay, just bear in mind first. Okay, now over here, which part is painted? So this front and the back is also painted. Front and back. Okay, then the left and right is also painted. Okay, then of course now the below one is painted. The top is painted, but the top is painted this part only, this much. Here is painted. Okay. So with this, then you can start to count. Okay, you can start to count. How many are painted? They ask for not painted or painted. Let me see. So how many cubes have none of these faces painted? Wait, not painted. They want not painted. So I count the painted first. Okay, they want not painted. Okay, they want not painted. So I find out the painted first. Because I just use the total minus the painted will give me the not painted. Okay, so now your strategy is the front part. Front part means all here. So how many cubes are painted for front? 15. So you have 15. So you have 15 here. So you have 5 here. So the front one, you have 75 painted. Am I right? Then the back is also 75, right? Right? Okay, left. The left is also the same, 75. The right also 70, also 75. Top. Top means this part. This part is 5 and 5. So 5 and 5 is 25. So you have already counted. Painted one is this. Add up. Okay, for the above one. Okay, next. Front. Front means here. Here's the front. So the front is 15 times 5, so 75 once again. So the back is also 75. Then the left side is here, right? 5 times 5 is 25. So 75, 75, 25. Right side is also 25. Below is 75. The top is a bit tricky. The top is just this part. So this part is 10 to 5. So it's 50. Good. So what you need to do, you just add up all the painted one. You just add up all the painted one, then use the total 750 minus the painted one. Then you get the not painted one. So this question, strategy. Strategy. Okay? So far, so good. So for this question, you need to use strategy. Okay? Let's move on then. Total is 750. Then you minus all the painted one. Okay? This question, you get it wrong. I thought this question is okay question. Okay, let's read this question together. I see each girl, and you use what? You use branching. So what do you think? Hello, girl. You see each. So at least you need to think of each number total. Maybe a combination, but at least you should think of each number total. Okay. I'm not saying it must be each number total, but you should think of that. At least keep that in mind. So ENT, keep it in mind. Okay. And what it says each adult receive. So it's also transaction. So it can be a combination. So please keep these two in the back of your mind. Okay. So now let's look at the question together. It says at the carnival, a total of, okay, let me make this bigger. Okay, let me make this bigger so that you can see. Okay, it says at the carnival, a total of game tokens were given out. So basically you have 1824 tokens. And then it says what each adult receive 5. So each, okay, let me build a table first. Since I have a tool here, I'm not going to use my free hand. So let me make use of this. Just use the table here. Because I have this tool and my table is almost perfect. So just use this tool. Okay, good. So I have adults. And then I have what? Girl. Then I have boy. Do I have man and woman?
No,
No
you
need.
don't.
No need. No need. Maybe yes, but I don't need. So first thing first, I write down the tokens per person. So of course, here will be number of persons. So let me adjust the space. Let me make it bigger. Yes. So this is token per person. So this definitely will be number of persons. Okay, let me short form. So this will be total tokens. Yeah, done. So tokens per adult is what? 5. For girl is 4. Boy is 3. Next, it says 1/4 of the people who attended the carnival were adult. So that means 1/4. Good. I need to make use of your branch to find out the number of people in terms of ratio. So you say 1/4 of T here. So that means 3/4 T is remaining, which is girls and boys. And then you find out that half T is girl, 1/4 T is boy. So with this, can I ask you what is the adult to girl to boy? So it's 1/4 T. I make use of your branching, so very good. This so 1/4 T. So I times 4 throughout is 1U to 2U to 1U. Am I right? Am I right or not? So the unit is, okay, if you don't use U, so since I'm using T here, I am not going to use U. So let me be more strict. So the unit or the ratio is 1 to 2 to 1. So which means the A is 1U. Number of person here should be 1U for adults, 1U. For girls is 2U. Then for boys is 1U. So where do I get this number of person? I get it from your this branching. Okay, so that means the branching is needed. Now, what is the total tokens?
5U, 8U, 3U.
Correct. Can you help me solve this question and tell me the answer? From here
1U
onwards.
equals 114.
How many U equals to 114? No,
1U.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Correct. So 1U equals 114, then you should be able to get all the answers, right? Then how come you still get it wrong? But anyway, I want to encourage you, this is correct. So you get some marks for it. And then of course, if you use this, if you use the table, you should end up with this. Like you say u is equal to 114. So once you get u equals to 114 is find the ratio of number of adult to the number of boys. Ratio is 1 to 1. The answer is correct. What? They said how many adults were there at the carnival? Adult 5u. Adult is what? Adult is how many adults? So one adult is 1u, right? So u is 114. So the answer is 114. How come
Yeah,
you're
so I'm
not?
correct, right?
Yeah, looks like you're correct. How come?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good.
My mom
Oh.
said answer wrong.
Oh, the answer is wrong. Okay, maybe okay. So maybe behind. Okay, the behind answer is wrong. Okay, but let's not focus. Let's not focus on the. Oh, you make a mistake here. I mean, this is a wow. This is terrible mistake. Can I ask you this? So it's 3/10t, right?
Oh.
Then of course this
Wait,
is
let's
not.
check the calculator because I calculated this twice.
Yeah, so please check with your calculator. So once again, this is the mistake, second mistake I cannot help. Okay.
Oh.
So this will be what? Three. Okay, good. So that means the ratio is not correct already just now. I follow your answer. I thought your answer is correct. But anyway, never mind. I don't focus on I focus on the process. Okay. I will say your concept is correct. But careless mistake. Okay. So this one. So the u, let's find out the unit. So it's 1/4 to 3/10 to 9/20. So I times 20 throughout. This will be 5. This will be 6. This will be 9. Okay, so it's 5, 6, 9u. So if I were to correct my this table, so this should be 5u. Okay, so this should be 5u. This should be 6u. Then this will be 9, right? Is it 9? Let me double check. 5, 6, 9. Yes. So all the u here will be different already. Okay. So here will be 25u. And here will be 24u. And here will be 27u. Okay. So what you end up with is this 20. So 1824. 1824 divided by the total of here. So it's 25 plus 24 plus 27. So this will give you u equals to something. So once you get u equals to something, you can answer the question accordingly. Okay. You make a mistake here. How come this mistake shouldn't be made? Okay, second mistake I cannot help. Second mistake I cannot help for this paper. Okay, but anyway, I focus on the process more. So I like you use the branching here to find out the unit, but you did not use the table. I don't know why, because clearly I think you can see each, right? Can you see each girl? Can you see each boy? Can you see each adult here? Okay, so okay, you need to have an antenna, you know, your antenna. Can you see each? Your antenna should sound. Yeah, I know you have two rabbit ears or something like that. I don't know. So, but your antenna doesn't work very well. Okay, so once you see each, please think of this end, each number total. Okay, so with this, I think you should be able to solve this question. Okay, let's move on. So I'm not going to give you the answer. I already give you the I think 70% of the question already. So please figure out on your own. Next 12. 12 is correct. 13. Question 13 about strategy. Strategy. So let me see what's the strategy. It says make up a quarter circle and a rectangle. Find the area of figure 1. Let's read one. This one. This one should be easy. Just this one, then plus this one. Did you get this correct or not? Oh, the first one also wrong. Okay. So for the first one, what you need to find out what's the area of the rectangle. So area of the rectangle 7 times 18. So it's here. Then you need to find the quadrant. Quadrant is 1/4. So but before that, the quadrant is 1/4 times circle. So it's 1/4. Circle means pi r squared. R squared. Okay. So if I were to continue, 1/4 times pi is 22/7. R is 7 times 7. So I should be getting what? I should be getting 1/4 times 22 times 7. So 1/4 times. Oh, can you see your mistake here? Can you see your mistake here? It should be R squared, not R. So how do you, okay, this is a very common mistake by students. They don't write down the formula first. So can I suggest you what you can do next time is, okay, so next time, if you are given any question, okay, let me make use of, so actually I'm helping out how to avoid making mistake, okay. Wow, you tend to make a lot of careless mistake, I realize. Okay, so if you can eliminate your careless mistake, right, I think you can score 85 and above. Okay, quite easily. Okay, of course, you must be wondering why you have made so many careless mistakes. Okay, so I see that if you need to make sure that you don't make careless mistake, what you need to do is, let's say you are asked to find the area of this. What I suggest you to do is write down this 1/4 times area of circle. So this is the formula for the quadrant. And then what you do next is 1/4 times area of circle. What is the area of circle formula? Pi r squared. Write the formula down first. This is the formula. Let me explain to you why you need to write the formula down. Let's say you continue. Let's say you make a mistake here. Your answer is 22 cm squared. Okay. You know what? Because you have written down the formula. Okay. You have written down the formula. You will get marks. Okay. You will get marks. So let's say your answer is wrong. Let's say this question is 2-mark question. But since you write down the formula, you will get 1 mark here. Of course, you will lose 1 mark because your answer is wrong. Compare this to your just now what you write. You just write 1/4 times 22/7 times 7. Your this one 22. You know what? Your this one is 0. So that's why I always emphasize you need to write down the formula. Okay, if you write down a formula, you at least get 1 marks. So actually, right, I'm actually telling you, you need to have good habits when you do math. You need to have good habits. Okay, what are some of the good habits? So some of the good habit is write down the formula. If there are formulas for you to write down. Okay, then of course, branching and table clearly. Must be clear enough. Okay, and of course, statements, short statements, so that people know what you're writing, what that equation is about. So these are some of the good habits. If you have some of these good habits, I cannot guarantee you get full marks, but at least you get some marks if your answer is wrong. So your mistake for this question is here. You did not write down the formula, so your answer is also wrong, so 0. So let's say you have written down the formula. The formula is what? area of circle is pi r square divided by 4 for quadrant. So if you have written down this, first thing first, if you have written down the formula, I don't think you will make mistake like this if you have written down the formula, because once you have written down the formula, what you do is you will sub in the value accordingly. So when you sub in the value accordingly, it's very hard for you to miss out 1 7. You miss out another 7 here actually. I hope you can see. You miss out another 7. It should be 7 square here. So you miss out this 7 square. That's why your answer is wrong. So your answer is wrong. So snowball effect. That means one question is wrong, then subsequently you are wrong. Okay. So of course, find the parameter of figure 2. Parameter of figure 2 is also very simple. What is the strategy? The strategy is how many quadrants you have? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, done. Tell yourself times 4. Okay. Next, count the lines. So you can use a different colors. Okay, count the lines. So let's say you take this as, so what is this? 11 plus what? Is it 7? Is this part 7? Is this part 7 or something else? Hello?
7.
Okay, so if it's 7, so that means this line is 18. So just write down 18. Okay, so how many 18 you have? So you can use highlighter to highlight, but not as answer. So another line. Okay, so another.
So we can use a very dark color highlighter like this and highlight.
You can use the highlighter to highlight, okay, for you to see things clearly.
Oh.
Okay, but of course
Okay,
you cannot
let me
use.
just close my door properly.
You cannot use highlighter to write, okay, because highlighter is not accepted. But you can use highlighter.
Will scold me if I use highlighter to write.
You use highlighter to highlight for you to see clearly only. For you to see, not for the marker. The marker, if the marker see highlighter, that means the marker will not see anything. Okay, but for you to see things clearly. Okay, so basically you can just keep using this. So is this 18? Yes, it's 18 here. So it's another 18. Then of course it's another 18. Okay, so how many red line you have? 1, 2, 3, 4, and oh, I think you can create more red line here also, right? Here also, right?
Yeah. And then there.
Then any more? No. So I can actually stop here first, because later if I miss out, right, I can add, because later I will make sure I highlight the entire parameter. So now I just count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I have 7 red line at the moment. Okay, 7. Then of course I'm going to add the let me use another color. So I'm going to do this. Let me use another color. Okay, so I have 11, another 11. So oh, this should be 18. So I know I miss out 1. So what I do, I cleared it. So let me draw another bit. So I add it here. Can you see the flexibility?
Yeah.
If you use highlighter, right, you can actually modify when you're doing the question. So this part is 11. So I have 1 rectangle. So let me start from here. Turn 1 round. Turn okay, I have 11 here. Wait, I have 2 11 already. Then go up. Turn. Okay, done. So I need 2 11. So I have 11 times 2. Then I have 18 times 8. Then of course I have this times 4. Then after that, what you do, you just add these 3 up. Okay. Then you will not make mistake so easily. Then you just trace, you just trace. Okay, highlighted, 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 highlighted. Dun, 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 dun. Ah, I have the path highlighted already. So I never miss out anything. Okay. So once you never miss out anything, most likely you're correct. So this is called strategy. Okay. So this is a strategy. Okay. This question is about strategy. Next. 14. Let me see. Oh, 14 is wrong. So let's see. The trapezium, BC, no, BC, DE. So trapezium meaning these two, they are parallel. So parallel means this angle, that means this angle, and this angle, they need to add to 180. Okay. 54. So is it given? Let me see. ABF is CBF. ABF is ABF. ABF. This angle, ABF. Let me use a different color. So ABF is this. This is ABF. ABF, is this F? Okay, let's assume this is F. So CBF, CBF, where's CBF? CBF. Huh? So that means these two are equal. Can you see or not? By this statement. Then that means it's easy. 360 minus 192 divided by 2 is how much? Okay, let me activate my calculator. Let me bring up my calculator. So 360 minus 192 divided by 2. So it's 84. So 84 each. Okay, hold on. I need to choose. Okay, 84. Okay, if this is 84, this one is 180 minus 84. 180 minus 84. So 6, then 9. So this is 96. Okay. Then FAB, where's FAB? FAB is here. This is half of ABF. Where's ABF? ABF, half of 84. So it's 42. So this is 42. Okay, no? So 180 minus 42 minus 84. So you will get 54. Let me see. Double check for you. 180 minus 42 minus 84. 54, correct. So this is 54, this is 54. So this is 96, this is 54. EDF, where's EDF? EDF. Then you can find already. So it's 180 minus 96 minus 54. So use a calculator. So 180 minus 96 minus 54. 30. So this one is 30. This one is 30. Okay, so oops. How can it be 84? So that means you get one part correct. DEF, where's DEF? You find DEF. DEF is
Oh wait, no, it's not transfer error.
DEF, how come you take 180 minus 84 minus?
Then I also don't know that.
Okay, so we are talking about this triangle. Okay, let me get the DEF over. Let me get the DEF out. Okay, so you have this 154 already. Okay, so you need to find this one. So you need to, before you find the question mark here, you need to figure out this one first. Okay, you need to figure out this one first. So I figure out using what? I figure out using the parallel lines. Can you see here, this one?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, yeah. Okay, so I use these parallel lines. Then I figure out this is 96. Oh, so I don't know why you use the 42 is this one. If they ask you to find this one, this is 42.
Oh.
No, did you assume that this 42 and this is also 42? Did you assume that these two is the same? They are not actually. Oh, they are not the same.
I didn't.
But anyway, that's the way you look at it. Okay. Next question. You deserve some mark this part. Maybe you also deserve another mark for this. No, this is definitely wrong. It's not 42. The other one, the other angle is 42. By the way, this question is each, each. So 20. Then you want correct or not correct? This no marking. Question 15. Correct or not correct?
Sure.
Yeah, please. Question 15. 16. Oh, 16 is empty. Wow, 17, good. I like it. You see, branching helps. Branching help.
I didn't get it correct. I did it halfway. It's supposed to be plus another 20 times 8.
Yeah, never mind, never mind. So for the question 15 here, I have one thing to suggest you. You know why? Because it says for every 8 bags of apple, 3 apples were rotten. And then Hui Ming saw all the good apples at this each. Can you see each? So if you see each, what you need to do?
I know how to do.
Oh, you know how to do already now? By now?
I know.
Now you know. Okay. So I will give this opportunity to you. Redo 15. Okay, since you know. 16. 16. So 16 is needed bottle caps for a project. So every week. So what? Once again, every week. What's the meaning of every?
The meaning of every is
each
number total.
Correct. So you need to think of the method ENT. Okay.
And.
Okay. Cannot. So if I were to draw the table, right, for this question, okay, I guide you a little bit. Okay, I'm not going to tell you the answer, guide you a little bit. So Jacob and then Kuma. So I start with ENT first. I start off with the table, right? So over here, I will write every week Jacob would collect. Okay, so that means caps per week. So for Jacob's 35, then this one is 58. Then of course, this is number of weeks. So of course, this is total caps, right? So what it says Jacob had 633 bottle caps, so 633 here. Then what? Kuma is 242. So can you figure out the number of week here? 633 divided by 35. And this is 242 divided by 58. And you will realize these are not they are not whole numbers. Okay. But now let's read the question. How many weeks would it take for the both of them to have the same number of bottle caps? Okay. So how many weeks would it take for the both of them to have the same number of bottle caps? I think the first part should be easy. Okay. Why I say so? Do you have any idea?
Because of every week.
Okay, so this question, right? Okay. This question is tricky. But anyway, never mind. So I want you to realize some questions, they are very, I will say, they are not obvious enough. So this question is this. So that's why some score 95% and above, then some score 80%, then some score 60%. So this kind of question is to differentiate, okay? Is to differentiate who is the 95%, who is the 80%, who is the 60%. So right now, what it says, Jacob start with 633 bottle. And then Kumar start with 242 bottles. Okay, so now every week, Jacob collect 35. So this is caps per week. So this is 58. Okay, so caps per week. So now the question is, after how many weeks? This is number of week. They have the same total, so total caps. Okay, so simple. So they ask for how many weeks, right? To have the same, right? So let's say the number of weeks is U, the number of weeks is U. So the total cap is what? How do you find the total cap? Jacob start with 633. So 35 times 35, I mean 35 times the number of weeks. So Jacob already start with 633. So you need to add the 633 to 35U. So far so good? Okay. So similarly, Kumar already start with 242. So now 58 caps per week. The number of weeks is 50 is U. So therefore you need to add the 242 to the 58U. And then they say they have the same number of caps. So that means you just equate these two. 633 plus 35U is equal to 242 plus 58U. So with this, you just solve for U. And with the U, you can answer question A and B. But anyway, next lesson, I want to elaborate on this type of question. And I'm going to tell you what is this type of question. I'm going to show you. Okay, I like this question 16 very much. This question can be in different format. Okay, it can be in different format. So I want to discuss this question. I also want to share this question with Nancy on coming Monday.
If she can get it, then she's genius.
No, it's not about genius. So this question, right? They talk about bottle cap. Actually, this question can be like volume of water. Okay, it can also be what? It can also be distance. Okay, I mean this question can be work done. Okay, so this question is a very I would say it can be of various form, but the concept is here. So I'm going to elaborate further in my next lesson. Okay, so before I continue my next lesson, please remind me of this question. I need to elaborate this question further. Okay. Okay. So good. So I start to see good progress from you. So you have achieved the target, which is 80% and above. So the next target for us is the 85% to 90% range. Okay. Please put in your effort. Very simple. Just continue to have good habits. Good habits. So what are some of the good habits? Okay. Number one, write down the formula. Write down the formula. So you get some marks. Branching and each number total clear. Okay. Present your answers in a very clear manner. Okay. So if you don't get marks for the answer, you get marks for the diagrams and you get marks for the workings. Of course, write down the statements so that people understand what you have written down. All right. So some of the good habits. And I realized on both papers, you have made unnecessary mistakes that I cannot help. All right. So please avoid making those mistakes. Then
you must help yourself.
Yes, you must help yourself. Yes. So then I think the 85% to 90% range is within your reach easily. All right. All right. So any other question for me?
No, goodbye.
Then if not, is your mom around?
She's outside.
Oh, she's outside. Is your mom is it convenient for your mom to have a very quick chat, like a few minutes?
Okay.
Yeah, a quick one. Just tell your mom a quick one.